Hi, I'm Podcast Professor Jamie J. from podcastprofessors.com, and welcome to our free podcasting video series where we answer some of the most frequently asked questions about podcasting. One question that is often overlooked is how to truly understand who your target audience is. Before I address this question, did you know that Walmart didn't understand their target market when they launched a Facebook campaign? Yeah, it's pretty incredible. The campaign, called the Roommate Match Program, tried to target college kids to talk about how cool Walmart merchandise was for young adults who didn't have a lot of money. The only problem was Walmart didn't do their research on their target audience and quickly found out that more often than not, higher educated young adults, right or wrong, believed that Walmart was a giant corporation who underpaid their employees, and instead of talking about how cool Walmart was for recent grads, now became a group dedicated to talking about how this big bad corporation was undervaluing its employees. Before you can discover who your target audience is, you really need to understand who your customer is. This is paramount to your success. Before you even consider that what your podcast is going to be about, assuming you want it to be a successful show, you really need to understand who's going to listen to your show. To understand who your target audience is, you first have to understand that you simply can't appeal to everyone. Big companies spend tens of thousands of dollars with focus groups and split testing to see how and why people respond to certain content. And while most of us don't have the budget these big corporations have, we can still do a really good job of researching our target audience prior to launching our podcast. In order to be successful, you have to identify a problem in the marketplace, acknowledge that problem, and offer a solution for that problem. Think about what bothers you and ask others if the same things bother them. Go online and search for solutions to your problems. You don't need to have everyone share your vision. You just have to find the right people who want to fix their problem like you do. And before identifying this group of people that share your passion, you will not only have a solid platform to stand upon, but you'll have a common ground that promotes comments and shareability. You should want to know you have people that are interested in listening to what you have to offer before you get into the game. Here's 5 questions to ask yourself before you launch your podcast. Who do you want your audience to be? Think of demographics: mom, dad, age, gender, etc. Number 2, is there information out there already on this topic that you can research? Remember, the more competitive, the harder it is to become successful. However, the more likely you are to find an audience. Number 3, where is your target audience and where are they spending their time? Number 4, how are you going to track current market trends? And number 5, once you identify your market, how are you going to drill down on that niche even further? These 5 questions are a great way to begin the process of segmenting your market. If you can determine why your target has not taken action on the issues in the past, you will be able to offer solutions to them by identifying barriers and providing benefits that will help them overcome the hurdles they're currently facing. If you enjoyed this video, visit podcastprofessors.com and get instant access to over 20 videos answering the most frequently asked questions about podcasting. Get started on your podcasting journey right now and begin living the lifestyle you want. Thanks again for watching. I'm Podcast Professor Jamie J. with podcastprofessors.com, and I'll see you next time. Until then, podcast yourself.
Time's up, but don't dawdle. If you want to be a true podcast insider, visit and like our Podcast Professors Facebook page to stay up on the latest podcasting magic.
That's awesome.
I leave you with these parting words. Find your passion. Podcast yourself.
Podcastprofessors.com